We're going to do the postures, starting in the same order as the 1570 manual from Meyer. First one he covers is Ochs. Ochs is divided into two quarters, right and left. If we look at the Ochs from the right side, it's going to be left foot forward, and it's going to be very much like this. This would be key, Ochs, Einhorn, or Schlüssel, Ochs, Einhorn, or Einhorn. Okay, if you're looking at it this way, key, Ochs, Einhorn. Left Ochs would be like this, or like this. Okay, I want to guard my head, and I can do several things with it we're not going to talk about, but basically, you know, you've got some flexibility here on what you're going to do with it. Okay, we're going to talk about Pflug or Plow. There's two variations of this, just like Ochs, right and left. So, right Plow or Pflug looks like this. He said, right foot forward, hilt by the knee, tip pointed at your opponent. So, as if you're going to stab them in the face. So this would be right, and this would be left for a right-hander. Okay, so basically be able to reach out depending on which way I posture myself. I'm going to reach out and either thrust them or go into a cut. Okay, right and left plow. Okay, the next guard in order is day guard, or of the day. It's also called high guard. It executed with the hands held high, just like this. So I can throw it from my right shoulder. If I want to, I can switch feet. But this is how it looks. Okay? Just like this, either way. Okay, the next guard is Olber or fool's guard. It's meant to also cover the lower part of the body, just like Plow. But it's more of an invitation. You're waiting for someone to do something against you. Executed thus. Okay, the next guard is Wrath guard or Zornhut. Meyer notes here that all the cuts executed from Ochs can also be executed from Wrath. So Wrath, we showed it earlier, but it's basically over the right shoulder in this fashion. Here I'm able to come off. If I want to come off, I can come off low. I can come off with the middle strike, and if I want to, I can also come down with a Zornhut or a Scheidelhau if I really want to. So it's a very flexible guard and move, and shows a wrathful attitude. So it's very important. Okay, so Zornhut. All right, we'll need a subject to demonstrate. So this is image A from the book. Weapon is extended at my opponent's face, and that's Longpoint right there. Vexel is our next guard, also called change or changer. Basically, he indicates that the short edge is toward the opponent. Woodcut D shows this, so you can see it feels a little bit contorted from the woodcut. The hand is pretty. The wrist is broken like this. The thumb. So if my opponent were over here, my short edge would be facing them. If the camera was the opponent, it would look like this. Okay. So depending on how it is, this is Vexel. Okay, here we go. Nebenhut, or side guard. Nice guard. It gives you some flexibility. So day guard here, side guard. Gives you some nice options for a middle strike, and if you want to, you can certainly transition up. But it's nice when your opponent sets up in vom tag like they are wont to do. Side guard could basically afford you some easy strikes to the feet, depending on how slow they are or if they go wide. But side guard's a nice way to start, especially if you're going to try maybe a move like the rose where you're going to come underneath the weapon and then come around, or this kind of rising strike kind of thing. So side guard, you might have seen some other guys start like this, and it's a pretty decent place to start as far as maybe a deception against making this part of you open rather than over here. So side guard. Okay, next guard, Eisenport, or iron gate or iron door. Covered also in the rapier section. So this works if it was single-handed. If it was single-handed, it would be like this, right foot forward, and the hilt up here, not to be confused with Pflug, where the cross guard is toward the knee. So Plow, iron gate, a little different, okay? Next guard is from plate F on the left side. It's called Schrankhut. Basically, it's like this. So point to the ground, hands crossed, and guarding my left leg's forward. So what this is going to allow me to do is set up with a nice guarded, this quarter of my body is guarded, and I'm able to move here if I want to into any number of cuts. So if I want to Zorn, if I want to Zwirch, if I want to do a nice middle cut, I can. Okay. Next guard is hanging point or Hangetort, my horrible German accent. So hanging point is basically very similar to left Ochs, except the point hangs down. So I'm gonna guard my middle line a little better with this compared to up here. Obviously, any Unterhau is going to be a little more likely, but Hangetort, again, the point down is going to allow me some moves. I could usually go into some kind of Zwirch here if I want to, and again, I'm covering a little bit more of my middle lines here on my head compared to just left Ochs. And if I face this way, looks like this. Hangetort. Okay, the next guard is called Key or Schlüssel. Basically, the point is supposed to be pointed at your opponent's face. The weapon rests in the crook of your arm. So hands are crossed like this, point at the opponent, the tip of the weapon, the foible. And it's executed. This is the correct stance here. He's got his, this is on cut D, I believe. So here it is, this way. Okay. So from here, what am I going to do? I could easily move into either Einhorn, key, left Ochs. Einhorn is any of those options to me available. And if I want to move into some other cut, I can easily guard my head if I need to. I can go into the cross guard easily if I need to guard my leg. You can see there's a nice variation here. And if I just want to pop out of this thing, I can usually go into a Zwirch or Zornhut, either one. So that's Schlüssel. Okay, next guard is Einhorn or unicorn. So unicorn is executed left foot forward. My hands are crossed. The point of the foible is high, pointed up slightly, and that's how it looks from this angle and here. So Einhorn. Okay, natural end. If you swing wide in an Unterhaus strike, you're going to end up in unicorn. Okay, so this is a natural posture to continue your strikes doing something else. So a natural progression maybe. If you start in your cross guard, you might end up through a strike in this position. So Einhorn.